Coach Montgomery. Coach, if you want to start us off with the opening statement.
It was one of those games that we needed. After you lose 3 straight by 11 points, you just want to find a way to win the game. And I thought our energy was great, our effort was great. We finally finished. We closed out the game, and I thought both teams played hard. Hard game to officiate, 50 foul calls. It's like no one could get a rhythm, but I thought our inside play was strong, and Eugene German gave us an unbelievable lift off the bench.
I mean, you had 99 against Roosevelt. Best offensive game of the season for you guys as a team, right?
I guess it's the best scoring game. I thought we shot a pretty good percentage.
Right.
We shot 54%. I thought we shot a pretty good percentage yesterday against Elon. We just came up short. But the ball was moving, and it was inside out against the zone. We got the ball to the middle, and then we made some good passes. I thought that made our free throws. We didn't shoot a lot of threes today. We're 4 for 8 for a high percentage. So a lot of guys, when you score 92, a lot of guys had good games. I'm glad to see that Eric Armstead bounced back from a 24-point game to a 21-point game, and that consistency was big. Our bench played an important part of the game. Mark March had a couple fouls early. Noah McCarty comes in, he plays well again in the first half. So we got some good basketball off our bench today, and that was huge.
I mean, the low 3-point attempts, only 2 in the first half. I mean, how much of that was a conscious effort, and how much of it was just that's how it turned out?
Well, we said we're going to start playing a little more inside out. So we want to get the ball into our bigs. We made a conscious effort to say, hey, that kind of slows us down. You don't shoot so many threes. We weren't getting a lot of clean rebounds to get out in transition. You know, sometimes you get some in transition as you can throw the ball ahead, but we don't go into a game saying that we're going to shoot X, Y, Z amount of threes. We're just not a great 3-point shooting team, so we're going to try to use our advantage, which is inside, getting to the basket, getting to the foul line, those type of things.
Dixon, I mean, obviously a huge game from him. It seemed like it's kind of like you have the one guy that has a huge game, but you guys had a lot of guys kind of chipping in and kind of like a strength in numbers type of.
Right, well, Dixon, he came in averaging 24.
Right.
He had 36 last year on us.
Yeah.
So he was a main key that say, hey, we want to make sure we can at least hold him to his average or under. We didn't accomplish that, but you know what? Another key was to keep him off the foul line. They're treating him like he was Michael Jordan. I thought he retired a while ago. Every time you touched him or breathed on him, he caught a foul. So, very good player, though. Don't take anything away from him. He can shoot the 3, he can drive, he can create some different problems for you. I thought we kept everyone else at bay. We tried to muddy things up and make him pass the ball. And the good thing is, I enjoyed the game. We led from the beginning all the way to the end. They made some runs because basketball is a game of runs. We answered each one, and we closed out the game tonight, which was nice.
Have you noticed anything different from Armstead as far as these last 2 games, or is it just he's making the shots that he wasn't making before?
Well, he goes 7 for 11. I thought he had those same shots.
Right.
He's making the shots.
Yeah.
But he's being more aggressive. 7 rebounds. Yesterday he had 16 rebounds. You know, he's attacking the basket. He goes 5 for 6 at the line. Sometimes it's just one of those things, the light turned on for him, and hopefully we can see more of these performances. We know he's capable of these type things, and he's guarding the team's best player. But Armstead's capable of putting up double figures every single game. He just has to stay aggressive, and at times let the game come to him. At times, make sure he can make a play to get into the game.
With Eugene, I mean, there was definitely times where he looked like a freshman, a few mistakes. I mean, how much do you kind of let him play through that? I mean, you saw what he can do also with that. I mean, how do you kind of handle a player like that?
Well, it's a learning curve, you know. I try not to scream and shout as much at him. Keep his confidence high, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought probably the only one mistake he made today, or maybe 2, was he shot the 130 quit shot, quicken the shot clock because he made a few baskets.
Right.
But other than that, you know, I'm on him just say, be aggressive, make the open pass, play defense. And I thought he grew up today where he did that a lot.
Down crunch time, you played that lineup with Porter and him. How much have you kind of played with that kind of backcourt? What have you seen from it?
Well, I played with it in my mind, but the problem is I just don't have enough practice time to practice it.
Right.
Porter is shooting a high percentage, and he can move over to the two like he did last year. Now you have two ball handlers in the game that can create shots for themselves and others. I think that could be a lethal backcourt with those two guys out there. It's just we have to rebound. You know, when you're small, with those two guys in there, I'm a little nervous at that, but I love how quick those guys are when they can make plays.
Anything else?
Good.
No, we're all set.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.